Maryland, Justin Tucker. To kick off. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
off the play fake. Huntley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on second down. Huntley looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Huntley. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Dobbins again.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. The touchdown giving him the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. And he completes it to Hunt. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Play action. Huntley stepping up. He's going to keep it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Huntley being chased out left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Bruce Hill on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
off the play fake. Huntley sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Steelers 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 29-yard.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Steelers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Operating from the gun. Huntley, they'll roll, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Throwing on third and long. Huntley. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Loss of a yard. It's fourth down and goal.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Steelers nothing. Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Steelers 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Their own 26-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Russell. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
throwing is Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Complete. Fumble on the play.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance.
And a loose football, and the Ravens have got it.
The quarterback keeps it. Fumble on the play.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Edwards on the tackle.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
J.K. Dobbins. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
To throw again is Jackson. And it's caught. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, Hunt. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Huntley. He'll buy some time right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
By A.J. Epinesa. A 2-yard gain on the
operating from the gun. Huntley flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Riley Dixon now. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
Baltimore Ravens.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Jackson's
a gain of 6 there on first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And Jackson throwing once more. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Man open left side is Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And that one will fall incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a run with Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. Huntley, he's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Cowboys who got the win on the road. 25-14 was your final score. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. 31-27, the final score. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10. At their own 20.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed crossing route. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Second and 12. From the gun, a run for Hill. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Off the play fake. Huntley. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Smith-Schuster. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Huntley to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Justin Madubuike in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
27-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Pass complete to Mark Andrews. 17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. .35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Huntley. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Here's Huntley. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jalen Ferguson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Huntley. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. He may try and run for this, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Boswell's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Steelers 6.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
First and 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second. Here's first and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Third and 6.
Jackson going to run. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
4 yards.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And out on 4th down. Huntley, they'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier. A fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
32-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
24, Steelers 6.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st down, Huntley. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and
operating from the gun. Huntley, he'll buy some time right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. On 1st and 10, Huntley throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Throwing again, Huntley, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their...
And this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it 24-13. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again with Dobbins. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Tackle made by Devin Bush. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Steelers 13.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for him.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Throwing on first down. Huntley.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, Huntley. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Huntley. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Baltimore, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff races. They're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
Thank you.